Alright, hi guys, and welcome to the monthly mini review. It took me some effort putting my thumb on the scale, but I finally managed to get Multiplicity through the Patreon vote. Huzzah! As far as I know, Multiplicity isn't a super well-known level as of right now, which is a shame, because it's actually quite good. That is a mistake on the part of the community, and maybe I can do my part to rectify that here. I guess we'll see. Let's just talk about it. As you may be able to tell from the footage, Multiplicity is a level that makes liberal use of the multi-activate feature in jump rings, meaning you can hit the same jump rings multiple times, and you have to do so to beat the level. And this is the level's defining feature. This feature leads to a completely different gameplay feel than most other levels, because you start looking at orbs a lot differently. Usually the amount of consideration you give each jump ring doesn't really reach beyond, do I hit this late or do I hit it early? But in this level, hitting an orb once isn't always enough. Oftentimes you have to hit it twice, and there are even some instances where you have to hit an orb 3 times. I was honestly a little skeptical when I started playing this level to get the footage, especially considering I like to play this game with a controller, and you have to play this level two-handed. But honestly, I really enjoyed my practice run through this level. It's really satisfying to have to think about the gameplay differently than usual. It's weird because the gameplay in this level is not straightforward, I would say. The level just presents you with obstacles, and it doesn't hold your hand at all as to how to get past them. It's really up to you to figure out how to finagle your way through everything. At some points, I got the feeling that I wasn't doing things the way they were intended, that there must be some other solution that I'm overlooking, but I don't know, I just did it my way. And I feel like this level is very good at instilling that feeling of discovery as you puzzle your way through the level. I think that's really fun. And honestly, making the practice run itself engaging and fun to figure out does a lot to make a level appealing to pick for a hard level to beat. And I think that's something that often goes overlooked. Now, while practicing this level, I did come face to face with the harsh reality that this level is way too difficult for me. I do not think I will be able to beat this level, but I guess it's kind of inevitable when you introduce the mechanic of hitting the same orb 3 times in a row. That is pretty crazy. You can't really build a hard demon around that. So I do understand it, but I am a little sad about it. Anyway, that's the gameplay of this level. Now let's get to the visuals. One thing that I've been paying more attention to as of late, especially since that map packs video, because there was one level, Can't Let Go V2 by Ripples, that uses these fade-in effects really creatively. And I've been looking at the edge of the screen for this level a lot too, and I can really appreciate how fade-in effects are used in this level to create some sort of dynamic flow. There's just a lot of attention to detail in general though. Like on a grand scale, there's a lot of variety in design and effects, but also the minutiae of this level have been paid close attention to. Like, it's really obvious to me that this level is a labor of love primarily, and this is something that became especially clear to me when I joined S3rios' streams, going over the level and discussing the creation process behind it. Not only is there a lot of variety, there's also a lot of detail, and that's like a deadly combination right there. Stuff like that makes levels take months and even years to complete, which this level was also not immune to. But the end result really speaks for itself, because the design of this level is very much unlike anything else I've seen in contemporary Geometry Dash. S3rios derives inspiration primarily from older levels, some more obscure than others, and that really shines through here, while also not feeling like an old school level. This level definitely fits in with other contemporary Geometry Dash levels. Well, at least until 2.2 came out, I guess. But even then, I think my favorite part is definitely the lighthouse part. I just really like the effect of the lighthouse flashing its light over the level, reflecting off the water and casting shadows in the background. It's just really cool. But I also kind of have an affinity with lighthouses, so I guess that isn't too surprising. There's this one video by S3rios about the Eddystone lighthouses that's really interesting. That just popped up in my mind. You should go watch that. That's a good video. Anyway, despite the variety in this level, it doesn't fall into the pitfall of becoming incoherent as some other levels do. God Eater, or I guess Astral Divinity as it's called now, comes to mind. That was one of my main criticisms of that level. And Multiplicity mainly accomplishes that by sticking to a cold color palette, blues and purples mostly. There are some parts that break this, but I don't think they do it in a problematic way necessarily. I don't know, I think that does it for a general overview. I don't want to make this video too long. Frankly, every individual part of this level could conceivably have its own little mini review, but that would make this a 30-minute video. I'm not gonna do that. But it does speak to the level of detail and variety in this level, which is something I really love about this level. So yeah, if you haven't heard about this level yet, do give it a try. Just practicing this level on its own is already fun enough. So even if you can't play Extreme Demons, really, just playing it through practice mode is already a fun experience in its own right. And I do think that's important. I do think practicing a level should be fun, or like at least engaging, I guess. But yeah, special shoutouts to my grandpa demons on Patreon. Bell Free Clock, thank you very much. And thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.